Yo, it's your boy Explanation Munch here with an explanation, because I had some technical difficulties with the audio of this episode, and that's why it took a little bit longer to come out, and you'll notice that it might sound a little bit off. I don't know what happened to my microphone, and I tried my best to fix it, but it was to no avail. So sorry if I sound like a 12-year-old screaming into his headset on Fortnite during this episode, but it fixes about halfway through after we catch Articuno, and I just wanted to do a little intro and let you guys know. Also, I might be streaming tomorrow, so check out the link to my Twitch in the description and follow and stay tuned. What is up, everyone? It's your good old pal Muncho here with another episode of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Last time we went through the Victory Road and made it to Indigo Plateau, also known as the Pokemon League, and today we're going to be preparing for Kanto's final challenge by going bird watching. There's 3 very special bird Pokemon hiding around the Kanto region, and the first one, or should I say the Uno one, is Articuno. That's right, we're going after the legendary birds today. So we're starting off on Cinnabar Island and hopping on our giant shrimp to surf our way over to the Seafoam Islands, where we can actually find Articuno. We're going to be going after all 3 of the legendary birds, of course, in the order that their names are in, because if you didn't know, uno means 1, dos means 2, and tres means 3 in Spanish, which I always found kind of weird why they chose Spanish, but isn't it awesome how you can actually ride on Gyarados? Like, look at this menacing beast. I was gonna call it majestic like I always do, but Gyarados is the furthest thing from majestic, let's be real. We made it to Seafoam Islands from Cinnabar Island, or I guess you can enter it from Cinnabar or Fuchsia, but we're gonna be choosing this entrance here, which I think is technically the exit of the Seafoam Islands. I don't know if it's easier or worse, but, you know, this is just the way I've always done it, so this is the way we're going to do it today, as we start off by picking up a Super Lure, and that's probably going to come in really handy here, because there's a lot of Ice-type Pokemon that we could catch here, as I guess, previewed by the Ice Stone we just picked up there. It's kind of like a little, well, yeah, preview of what's to come. A lot of Ice Pokemon and just icy things in general. And actually the first one to pop up is going to be Slowpoke, which is not really ice, but, you know, it fits in with this area, and we might as well go ahead and catch it, because we actually have not run into a Slowpoke throughout this entire playthrough somehow, even though I feel like Slowpoke recently has become one of the most popular Kanto Pokemon. I really don't know why. It feels like Pokemon Company just love to meme Slowpoke, or just use him in, you know, media and videos and stuff. There was even like a Slowpoke song that went up on the Japanese Pokemon channel a while ago.
Everywhere you go, there are Slowpoke passing through. Maybe there's one right behind you. Slowpoke! Slow, slow, slow. Do what you deal, Slowpoke.
And now you know why they love Slowpoke so much over in Japan. The dopey Pokemon, incredibly slow and sluggish, it is quite content to loll about without worrying about the time. Does it really say lol? Like, I was just saying how they basically treat Slowpoke like a meme, and the Pokédex description literally says Slowpoke does it for the lols. Of course, that lol with 2 L's at the end has a different meaning. I actually don't know what it means, so I'll maybe throw that one up. It's not really that important, but that third definition definitely fits. Either way, we, I guess, swirled our way down over here. The current was too strong for us to surf, but thankfully it carried us over to this big pearl. And actually, it seems like Darwin's a little nervous about something. You feeling a legendary presence nearby? Yeah, there's tension in the air. Usually that means special Pokemon or legendary Pokemon is nearby, as there's actually a hidden item over here. A pretty wing. And a lot of hidden items in this game actually respawn. I didn't know that. I'm not sure if it's all of them, but a lot of them do, like the Moonstones in Mount Moon. Danger! Fast current! Oh, now it warns us, of course, after we've already been carried away by it. And a Slowbro actually popped up, but I accidentally walked into Slowpoke, who tried to eat our Ultra Ball there, apparently. But might as well catch another one. I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm pretty sure Nagini's in there because I do want to get Dragonite eventually, and there might be a couple of trainer battles in today's episode. Mostly it's going to be Pokemon catching though, and obviously legendary catching as well. But for now, we got a not-so-legendary in Slowbro here, who we catch on the first try. Pretty good luck so far with catching Pokemon, I gotta say. Hopefully that carries on over to the legendaries, as we've got 3 of them in a row. But the Hermit Crab Pokemon's gonna get registered, lives lazily by the sea. If the shelter on its tail comes off, it becomes a Slowpoke again. Wait, really? Slowpoke can actually unevolve? I never knew that, but of course if you didn't know, the thing attached to Slowbro's tail is actually a shelter. If you've never seen the Pokemon anime, I guess original season, there was a whole episode about how Slowpoke dipped their tails into the water, kind of like a fishing rod, and eventually a shelter will like latch onto it and it becomes a Slowbro, which is really cool. But I never knew that it could actually work the other way around, as in if the shelter decides to dip, Slowbro just becomes Slowpoke again. But moving on from the bros, the slows, we got Seal, which is another brand new Pokemon here. Also exclusive to the Seafoam Islands, and actually the first ice type that we're going to be catching. So I know I was talking up the ice Pokemon, but this little sea lion here loves freezing cold conditions, relishes swimming in a frigid climate around 14 degrees Fahrenheit. Those of you that don't know Fahrenheit, it's pretty dang cold, man. It's definitely below 0 in Celsius, I would have to guess. You might be able to change the flow of the water by using the blocks. What blocks? I haven't seen any blocks yet, but we do see a Dugong over here, which actually looks a lot smaller in the overworld than I was expecting. But this is, of course, the evolution of the Seal, the little one we just caught, if that wasn't obvious, and it loves moving around. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe we actually should use one of these banana berries for once, because I never use them, but they actually stop a Pokemon from moving entirely, so it makes it pretty easy to throw the ball afterwards, as we get the great capture, and not quite the actual capture. That kind of sucks, but oh, come on, Dugong. That means it's probably going to start moving around again soon, but thankfully it stayed in frame for us as we hit the excellent, and this time we do get it, or Dugong get it, right? Is that? Never mind. Sometimes I force these puns too hard, I've realized. But that's the magic of it. That's how you come up with them, I suppose. The sea lion Pokemon again? I guess it really didn't change that much. Its entire body is snowy white, unharmed by even intense cold. It swims powerfully in icy waters, just like its smaller brethren, or offspring, or whatever you want to call it. There it is. Look at how it walks across the... More like dragging itself. Like, I wouldn't even call that crawling. I don't even know. Dugong is trying its best, man. Anyway, whoa! Actually, Jinx is gonna pop up, which is the final Pokemon that we have to catch here in Seafoam Islands. Actually spoke too soon. There's one more Pokemon in the water that we can't really get to yet because, of course, the current is going too fast. But Jinx, we can definitely catch for now as we get the great catch. And almost! Come on, man. I really thought that would be a first try catch there, but not quite with the Jinx, man. I guess you could say we jinxed it. Again, really? Okay, that was like perfect timing. I literally said jinxed it and it happened, but third time's the charm with this one. Hopefully. Yes, didn't jinx it that time. Instead, we caught the jinx. And that's going to be another one for the Dex. Actually, the third ice type in Kanto out of, I think, only 3. Like, there's literally barely any ice Pokemon in Kanto. Now with Alolan Vulpix, I guess that's another one. But Ice and Psychic, the human shape Pokemon, is that really what you are? I mean, that's an interesting shape for sure. Appears to move to a rhythm of its own as if it were dancing. It wiggles its hips as it walks, and man, those are some pointy hips. What is going on there, lady? Like, them hips definitely don't lie, and they could poke your eye out if you get too close. But let's head up this ladder now and start working on the puzzle that we got the hint to over there. And I really thought we were going to need some lures for this area to find the rare Pokemon, but really we ran into everything pretty easily, I would say, or smoothly, as we have an X speed over here and another ladder. But we're not going to take that one because down here you might have noticed some blocks, and that is definitely the blocks that the trainer tips was hinting at. A lot of items to pick up here in the Seafoam Islands, of course, so make sure you grab all of those. But over here is where the puzzle, I guess, resides, and it's time to use our strong push. Eevee, show us that Super Saiyan power. Punch them blocks, baby. And down it goes. Gotta love that sound effect. Now, this block here looks like it would obviously go into this hole, but if you really think about it, or I guess just analyze the situation, you'll realize that there's no way to push this block downwards. So we gotta use one of the ones over here. It's not really too difficult of a puzzle, honestly, but I guess it can be annoying to some people. Definitely not as bad as the old school ice puzzles, though, where you would, like, slip and slide around forever. I was always really bad at those, like, I'm not remembering the name right now, but I guess the ice cave over in Johto, as there we go, another block slides down, and we could fall down the hole and follow the block to see wherever it could have ended up, but I actually want to check up here and see what was up this ladder first, because once we fall down that hole, I have a feeling we're not going to be able to get back up, so let's just explore up here real quick, as we got another friendly Slowpoke, and TM55 for Ice Beam. Been wondering where the heck that one was, and finally we get it, as there's another ladder here. I actually kind of lost my way. I'm not sure where we're at now, but apparently this leads us over to a dead end, so that did help me orient myself a little bit more, because I think right now we're actually on the other entrance to the cave, or at least we're about to be if we take this ladder, I believe. And there's another block puzzle to do up here, so yeah, we might as well get this one done before we do anything else. Whole bunch of items, like I said. Not all of them are really important. Like, that Ice Beam TM was probably one of the more important ones to get, so I'm glad we actually got that one already out of the way. But, oh, there's another item. Gotta go all the way around for that one. It's all good, though. I'm just surprised that we actually caught all of the Pokemon in here so quickly, and now it's basically just Articuno left. Grab that, and now we can head up this ladder, because this should lead us to the entrance of Seafoam Islands. You can see that coach trainer there. That'll kind of be your, I guess, sign that you're at the entrance or exit, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, right over here is going to be the other, let's just call it entrance, because this one is going to take us to Route 20, which of course goes all the way back to Fuchsia City. So if you entered the Seafoam Islands from this way, you can still basically get everything done and get yourself Articuno, but it's going to be a little bit longer to complete the whole puzzle, because there's actually a whole nother block pushing thing going on here on the first floor, which you don't really need to get to Articuno. Like, if you just fell down the block or the hole that we pushed the block down earlier, it will lead you straight to Articuno. So yeah, if you're just trying to go for quickness, basically follow exactly what I did, but just fall down the hole right after pushing the block in. We'll get there pretty soon, but first we gotta grab some more items and find another dude that gives us free Pokeballs, I guess. I don't know why we need Pokeballs all the way in Seafoam Islands, but Slowpoke! Move, Poke! Get out the way! Because we got another block puzzle thing to push over here. I wouldn't really call them puzzles. I mean, I guess it is, but it's not really that difficult. So, I don't know. I feel like the word puzzle kind of means it should be tough, but this one really isn't too bad. So let's push it down the hole. And this block we actually have to follow down a little bit to keep pushing down further, because these blocks are actually going to stop that current for us. So we got to push it all the way down to the third basement floor. Now that we got that one down the hole, I'm actually going to go all the way back and around to push this one here, which we can do by just falling right down. And you gotta love that sound effect, man. When he falls down the hole, it's so funny. But yeah, let's punch that one down. And actually, we're just going to keep following this one, because I think there's a way to get back up, at least if you keep punching this one down. Okay, maybe not now, because we're at the lowest floor, so if we fell down again, we'd probably end up at the currents. And back at the main room. Actually, we might as well take on this coach trainer now. Are you surprised to find me at a place like this? But what is more surprising is that I come here every single day. There's nothing else to do but battle, so let's do it. Of course. Okay, here I come. No idea what to expect from this dude, but in an icy place like the Seafoam Islands, Yas? This guy's name is actually Yas. Okay, I was gonna say he's probably got some ice Pokemon, but he's actually starting off with Jolteon instead, which is not a great matchup for Petrie, and reminds me for the 15th time that I need to teach Earthquake to our, wow, avoided the Thunder there, thankfully. That would have definitely hurt, but we're all good. Another Rock Slide should finish this dude off, but yeah, I definitely gotta update our TMs before we take on the Pokemon League, which is basically the last thing we've got left to do in this game, as Nagini gains a level there, confirming that we actually have her on the team. But I guess Yas here is going to have the 3 evolutions instead, as Vaporeon is coming out next. And you can only hope that Flareon is his final Pokemon, because at least I'm hoping for it, since we've got Dasani out right now. We can quickly Hydro Pump that. And speaking of the Hydro Pump, this guy's going to be using it now, but it's basically just a little splash of water for our jellyfish. Did I really just say jellyfish? I meant to say starfish, and it's more like a sip of some cool lemonade. I feel like water attacks should just heal up water Pokemon, honestly, but, you know, can't really work like that. At least it's not very effective, and Yas's final Pokemon will indeed be Flareon. I really don't know what's up with his name. Is it a reference to Yasuo, like the Lee character, or... No! I misclicked the Thunderbolt, which really sucks. But it doesn't matter, because just like the Hydro Pump tickled Dasani, so is the Flare Blitz. Actually might have done more damage back to Flareon there with the recoil than it actually did to us. But this time around, I'm not going to misclick. And the Flareon will easily go down here for Yasuo. I'm just going to say this is obviously Yasuo right here. Like, why else would they name a character Yas? It's not like they're referencing the meme, right? Yas, Slay Queen. I don't know why I just said that. Well, you came all the way here. Let me give you something real special. 5 rare candies. Holy moly. It's a pretty worthwhile reward there. You feel happy when you have a whole bunch of different candies, huh? Yeah, I really only feel happy with rare candies though. Not gonna lie, the other candies feel a little bit cheap, like they make the game just a tad bit too easy for me. As I say that, I've probably already used a couple of candies, so sounding a bit like a hypocrite right now. Let's just follow the blocks down, and we'll end up here where we can push it down one more floor. Hello, Miss Jinx. That's a lot of Pokemon spawn pretty quick here, so I guess you don't really need any lures for the Seafoam Islands as we fall into the current, but this time it's not going to push us away, and whoa, that was weird. I thought we were going to end up stuck on the surfboard, but then Gyarados spawned a second later, so guess we're good to explore now. I think down here is, oh, it's actually blocked now. What is this? Oh, we're talking to Gyarados. I thought we were examining the block or rock that fell right here, but nah. It seems to feel wind blowing from farther ahead, but we can't actually go farther ahead. But whoa, there's actually Shelder. Not you, Magikarp. Oh my gosh. Shelder is the final Pokemon we can actually find here in the Seafoam Islands. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, did we really run into that Tentacruel? That would have sucked. But Shelder, sticking out that tongue. Show us what you got, dude. As I actually missed the first ball, but it's alright. We hit the second one. And I love the background here for the Seafoam Islands. Like, the water and the cave in the background looks really nice. It reminds me of Wind Waker. That nice cell-shaded water. Just looks so cool. Anyway, we got Shelter registered in the Dex, the bivalve Pokemon. I don't even know what that means, but the shell can withstand any attack. However, when it is open, the tender body is exposed. Oh no. I feel like I've actually heard another Pokedex description of a Pokemon that tries to eat Shelter. Or maybe it was Corsola. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of Marini and Corsola over in Alola. But let's check out the right side then. I saw an item over there, but we can't really get to it. So what's going to be up this ladder, I wonder? Oh, this is actually where we started. Or I guess where we entered the Seafoam Islands. So never mind. This is not the way we want to go, as I'm still wondering how we get to that item over there. But I guess we'll figure that out later, as for now, we gotta hop back in the water. That is quite a big shrimp. And over this way, I think is actually, yeah, where we pushed the blocks originally. So let's finally get to the main attraction, what y'all have been waiting for in this episode, as we hop down into the waters once again. And here we are at the main chamber, where we can find the legendary Pokemon Articuno. And also another pearl, apparently. That's pretty nice. I'm wondering if I should actually save the game, because I don't know how tough it's going to be to catch this legendary bird, but Darwin's got something to say right now, and that seems more important. Look at that Articuno wafting its wings in the back as we feel the tension in the air. But it's all good, Darwin, as long as we've got each other, buddy. Let's take on the legendary ice bird. Whoa, we get a whole cutscene for this. I didn't even realize. Articuno! That's too close for comfort, man. Got that icy breath coming at us as Articuno's stats rise? Huh? I didn't know this was like a Ultra Beast right here, but apparently we've got to actually take on Articuno in a battle. So just like Snorlax all that time ago, for legendary Pokemon in this game, they actually do make you battle them. And unfortunately, the Rock Slide doesn't quite finish it off, and the Ice Beam is definitely going to take Petrie down. I feel like Petrie's just basically fodder in this playthrough. Like every single time I've sent him out into a battle, he kind of just dies, which really sucks. Like I don't want that to be the case, but it's just the way it's been, unfortunately. Anyway, Darwin's got to get out here with a nice safari hat. You know we're on the hunt, and the Buzzy Buzz will finish it off. And whoa, that actually threw me off for a second. I'm like, what, we got to battle again? But no, this time we've actually got to catch Articuno. Oh man, this is not going to go well. I got 6 silver raspberries, which make it easier to catch Pokemon. But wait, we actually have golden raspberries too. We might as well go for that. Dramatically increasing. Or did it say drastically? I don't know. But really hope I can aim these Ultra Balls better. Haven't had the best throwing lately. Like I was actually playing a little bit off screen and I thought my Joy-Con was broken completely because I could never hit the Pokeballs. But there's the first one as it instantly breaks out, and oh my gosh, I am not doing too hot so far. Oh, there it is. That's what I meant earlier. Like my Joy-Con keeps glitching out and spazzing and throwing the ball completely the other way from where I want it to go. But please hit it. Yes. This time we hit Articuno and we're going to get some shakes in. Oh, we're actually just going to straight up catch it. Okay. Articuno is ours. That's Uno down. We still got Dos and Trace, of course, but I don't think they're going to take nearly as long as it took us to get to this icy dude, as Articuno is registered in the Dex, the Freeze Pokemon, a legendary bird. It freezes water that is contained in winter air and makes it snow. And now we get to tuck that away in the box as our first legendary Pokemon is caught. What you got for us, Darwin? Oh, that's the smile I love to see, looking at the Pokeball we used with excitement. Technically it was an Ultra Ball, Darwin, but you know, I'm not going to deduct any points or anything from you. It's okay. They're all just balls anyway. But we got the Articuno. There is, however, one more Pokemon that I want to catch here in Seafoam Islands, and we can actually get it right here in this room. So let's just chill around for a little bit. And look at Shelter. Oh my gosh. The way it pushes itself backwards is so funny. Finally, the elusive Cloyster has appeared. And I gotta say, that is one big pearl. Looks a lot bigger in the overworld than I expected. But this is the final ice Pokemon in Kanto. I spoke too soon earlier, and I spoke too soon with my Ultra Ball there, as oh my gosh. Some of the worst throwing I've seen today, and oh man, finally we hit one. I really hope it actually catches, because it would be a tragedy if this thing ran away after all that. But there we go. Cloyster seems to have listened and stayed in the ball as we caught it. And Nagini's actually going to gain another level from that. Wasn't expecting much experience from it, but at least we finally get it registered in the Pokédex. For protection, it uses its harder than diamond shell and also shoots spikes from the shell. So yeah, don't get near it. Might end up with a couple of holes in ya. But with that caught and out of the way, we can now head out of the Seafoam Islands. I think this is probably the best way to get out of here. There's still that one item that we didn't grab, and hey, there it actually is. Just a super repel though, but we did manage to grab pretty much everything important here. Took down the coach trainer, got the TM for Ice Beam, and now I guess this is actually a dead end, so never mind, this isn't the exit. Let's skedaddle on out of here as I finally found my way to the first floor. So let's boot up that good old Sky Dash, and Zapdos is going to be located in the power plant all the way in the top right corner of Kanto, right by the rock tunnel. So I think Cerulean City is probably our best bet. So let's fly on over there and get ourselves a Zappy Bird. Just in case someone out there doesn't know how to get to Zapdos or the power plant, we gotta chop down this tree to the south of Cerulean and actually just go all the way around the city, because I don't know why the layout of Cerulean is so complicated, but there's another tree to chop down just to get out of here. Like, seriously, how are common folks supposed to go in and out of the city if they don't have chop down? I have no idea, man. Pokemon logic, am I right? All the way through this route, and we will end up at Route 10, I guess. And if you have Surf, we can go even deeper in Route 10. Now, we actually came here a long time ago to catch Nagini the Dratini, which is actually on our team right now. This little strip of water here is actually one of the only areas in the game, or actually just the only area where you can find Dratini in the wild. So you gotta surf around here for a little bit, and eventually you'll find yourself one if you're looking to get a Dragon Knight on your team. But over here, we've got a Slowpoke dressing maniac to battle, it looks like. Wow, you came all the way here to see my collection? Not exactly, but sure. Pokemaniac Mark is out here. Yo, I'm actually surprised Mark made it this late into the game. Or I guess rather that we made it this late without seeing a character named Mark. Because of course Mark is my ex-roommate slash Pokemon Go camera guy. And even though this dude looks nothing like the Mark that I know in real life, I guess it's just funny to see characters named after my friends in games. I wonder if there's anybody named Luke out there. If you guys don't know Zelda Master Luke, my other old roommate, who actually, well, we're not really roommates anymore, but we still live next to each other, so I would kind of consider us close friends, like, both as friends and physically, like, oh, people are definitely gonna take that out of context, but I mean, like, physically he lives close by, and yeah, we still hang out pretty often. Him and Mark live together because they're brothers, and I just live on my own apartment a couple blocks away. And yeah, we get together, hang out every once in a while, so we're still pretty close, even though we're not living together anymore. And Mark here, at least in Let's Go, had a licky tongue, which is pretty weird, I would say. I don't think the Mark in real life has any affinity for licking things or anything, but that's enough weird talk. Behind the power plant, we are actually going to find ourselves a Thunderstone, so if you haven't evolved yourself and Eevee into Jolteon or Pikachu into Raichu, can definitely use it for that. But into the power plant we go, and right off the bat we've got 3 Pokemon zipping by. So Darwin, what's going on? The tension in the air once again. Every time a legendary Pokemon is nearby, of course, your Eevee will get a little shooketh, or I guess Pikachu can do it too. But Electabuzz is going to be the first Pokemon we run into, and the Ultra Ball, of course, matches that color scheme pretty nicely. So nope. Maybe black and yellow, but I guess, oh, I don't even know where that one went, but even though they're both black and yellow, I guess they're just not compatible today. Holy moly, that dude broke out instantly. You know what? Let's actually go for a Raspberry because, I don't know, this Electabuzz seems a little feisty, and whoa, I actually got a sick throw for once. I don't even know how, because my Joy-Con, like I said, has been acting up, but there it is. The Electabuzz has been caught. I love this Pokemon, one of the only pure electric types, or I guess actually all of them were pure electric type, even Magnemite back in the day in Kanto that didn't have that steel typing yet, so I don't know what I'm saying, but literally the electric Pokemon. If a major power outage occurs, it is certain that this Pokemon has eaten electricity at a power plant. I don't know why I feel like Electabuzz was the first electric Pokemon that they ever designed. Like, maybe it's the giant lightning bolt on his chest or the yellow basic spiky design, but I don't know, maybe it's just me. Anyway, next up we've got Voltorb, which readily dodged my Ultra Ball there. A literal Pokeball rolling around, and this time around we're actually gonna nab it, so hopefully we can catch it first try. And we do. Not technically my first try, but I guess first throw that landed. You know what I'm trying to say. Let's get that experience and register another one in the decks. This time the Pokeball Pokemon or actually just ball Pokemon. It is said to camouflage itself as a Pokeball. You don't say! It will self-destruct with very little stimulus. Oh, jeez. That's so terrifying, dude. Like, just imagine living in the real Pokemon world. Or if the Pokemon world was in real life and you're just walking around trying to pick up Pokeballs. Nope, it's an Electrode. Sorry, you're dead now. Or Voltorb, I guess, but Electrode does the same thing. At least Electrode, you can tell it apart, you know? It's an upside-down Pokeball. So, I guess still you couldn't really tell it apart from a real ball if it was just upside down. But Magneton is actually going to be next on our list of electric Pokemon to catch here. And it's a little bit feisty with that first ball, but the second time's the charm. And we've caught it. I'm actually surprised we ran into Magneton before Magnemite, because you can of course find both of those here in the power plant. But there it is, another one in the decks. Man, we are just rolling through these Pokemon today. Generates strange radio signals and raises the temperature by 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, I don't even know what this means. Too much talk about Fahrenheit and statistics today for me. Basically, just too much nerd talk, and I'm not that kind of nerd, you know? I mean, I am pretty nerdy, I would say, but when it comes to math and science stuff, I mean, I actually really do enjoy it. I'm just not that good at it, I guess. I used to be a lot better, but I feel like I've legit gotten way dumber ever since getting out of high school. I mean, that does make sense considering I've basically just been playing Pokemon 24/7 ever since getting out of high school. But we got Magnemite this time, the little brother magnet. Kind of weird how we ran into him after Magneton, but it is hatched with the ability to defy gravity. It floats while emitting powerful electromagnetic waves. It took me a second to realize what it meant by hatched, but then I remembered that every single Pokemon comes out of an egg. Even a actual magnet somehow is hatched from an egg. Which begs the question, which came first, the magnet or the egg? The world may never know, but we do have another coach trainer here. The abandoned power plant is the second least desired place for coach trainers to be assigned to. No matter where I am, I'm gonna do my job. Okay, let's do it. Here I come. So these coach trainers are actually getting paid to stand out here, huh? As opposed to regular trainers who instead pay us every time we beat them. The coach trainers are actually out here doing something, I guess. And this girl has got an Omastar. I didn't really pay attention to her name, but we'll get to see it after the battle. Either way, let's crunch it up for now. And actually, we should have just swapped to Dasani, because, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, man. Petrie is going to be going down yet again. I'm so sorry, dude. I don't know why I keep doing this, Aerodactyl, but at least we get the easy switch into Dasani, I suppose. But yeah, I wonder what the least desired place then for coach trainers to work at could be, because she said the power plant is the second least desired. I wonder if Seafoam Islands is maybe worse. I mean, it is pretty dang cold in there. I would not want to work in those conditions, but then again, this place seems pretty dangerous too, with the power being out and live wires being all around. But Kabutops is going to be coming out next, and we've actually never seen this Pokemon in action just yet. So I'm glad that someone out there in Kanto actually showed it to us at least, so we can get it in the Pokedex. Not really registered, but at least seen it, you know. But I wonder where Kabuto then could be. We have not seen anybody with a Kabuto just yet. I'm guessing I probably missed a trainer or skipped out on accident, but now we get the mirror matchup. This time we're going to be the ones hydro pumping away the Aerodactyl, as this girl wraps up her team with one final fossil Pokemon. Unfortunately, we're putting those right back into the ground as Aerodactyl goes down. Pretty cool team for her though, as trainer Mabel is defeated. Both you and I did a great job. Just one of us did a little bit better, right? You did great, I'm happy. Here's a little something extra too. Wow! 5 more rare candies, guys. I can't believe it, but we really got 10 rare candies just today, so if we needed to do some training to Petrie, I think I have a nice alternative now. But there's definitely a couple of more items to get here in the power plant. Starting off with this special defense, as Magnemite really wanted to go for us there. Dude is chasing us down the hallway. Oh my, wow, he's actually going to chase us down all the way? I'm actually curious how far we can lead him down, as a Weezing pops up there, but we actually already have one of those. And another rare candy. Oh my gosh. I would not eat that one though. Like, look at this place, dude. Would you really eat a piece of candy that you found on the floor here? Anyway, a little Voltorb rolling down the hallway there. The music in here is really tense, man. It's making me kind of nervous. But down here, we're going to find the TM for Thunder. Thankfully, it was that and not an exploding Voltorb. But, oh, this definitely looks like a regular Pokeball. Oh, boy. It's shook. Boom. And everyone around us is dead as a wild Electrode has just exploded. And whoa, wait a second. We actually get to battle it. What is this? The first Pokemon battle in this game that we actually get to battle? I guess I meant to say wild Pokemon battle, but it's not technically a wild Pokemon. But anyway, we take it down and now we get a chance to catch Electrode, I guess. That was really weird. Just like the legendary Pokemon, I guess Electrode is like a special encounter, so you actually get to battle it, but I don't know. Why Electrode out of all of the Pokemon? This late into the game, finally we have a wild battle. Anyway, we caught it first try, which is awesome, because I did not want that thing self-destructing or exploding on us. I'm not sure if it has either of them, but the Pokedex description definitely said so. I am not risking it, as Electrode will be added in the Dex. Stores electrical energy inside its body. Even the slightest shock could trigger a huge explosion. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable even having this thing in my bag right now, but oh no, we're gonna run into a Weezing actually, which we already caught, of course, so we don't really need that. If you're playing Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, I believe you'll find Grimers and Mucks in here instead, just like the Pokemon Mansion. And oh my gosh, the wild Pokemon in here are so aggressive, man. I'm surprised we haven't run into any more Electabuzzes yet, actually. We ran into one right at the entrance, which I guess is pretty lucky. But over here, we've got yet another Thunderstone, so there's really no need to buy any of them in the department store, because there's only Pikachu and Jolteon, I think, that you can evolve with those. So, yeah, not much need for those. I actually just realized, too, doesn't Shelder evolve by Waterstone? Or is it Slowpoke? Okay, I think Slowpoke is leveled, but oh my gosh! These electric Pokemon, man. What is going on with this Weezing, too? Oh, I thought it was, like, actually a static encounter. Like, it's just gonna stay there forever. But eventually it moved, I guess, as, not even gonna bother with that one. I like how they actually made the Pokeballs upside down in this game, as opposed to, you know, the other games where they just actually trick you and make it look like a regular item. So you know which ones not to mess with, as we've made it to the final room, and Zapdos is waiting for us just ahead. I don't know if we're ready to take him on, though, with just Cinder and Darwin, basically, because I don't think Dasani's going to put up much of a fight against him, but the Zappy Bird has got to go down eventually, and there's no better time than now, is there? Woof, that was a powerful scream there, as he shocks the screen with terror, and Zapdos has appeared. Probably my favorite of the three legendary birds, not just like competitive wise, I do love the flying and electric type, but also design wise, it just looks so awesome. And I guess we should actually evolve into X here, just so we can at least resist any electric attacks that it might go for. Charizard, it's time for the Mega Shinka! Even though our flamethrower will now be a little bit less powerful, or actually will it be? I guess we're still fire type, but our special attack isn't really lower, it's the same actually, but let's just go for it and find out as we get the burn. Not too much damage there though, but with the burning it should help us take down Zapdos a little quicker. This time I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse though, as I still keep forgetting to teach Charizard here Earthquake and Outrage. Outrage would have actually helped out a lot in this battle, I feel like, but let's just go for the Dragon Pulse. Not too much damage again, but I think it's actually because he went for the Light Screen. I just realized he definitely had to have gone for it, because if it was Reflect, our special attacks are not doing anything. So let's slash it this time, and yeah, that's going to do a little bit more damage. Not quite enough to finish it off though, but the burn will next turn, so as long as we can tank out one more Thunderbolt, we should be good. Go for it, Cinder. The final slash-in will take down Zapdos. And again, I'm like confused about what's happening. But yeah, we get our chance to actually catch it now. Zapdos kind of looks like a duck, doesn't it? Like, I don't know if it was just me, but when it went up close there, it looked like a duck beak for a second as... Oh no! We went for the Golden Raz, but it just kind of screamed at us right on time. There's the great capture, and I think the effects of the Golden Raz should still be on, but wow. I guess Zapdos did not appreciate that. Let's just try again. The Ultra Ball also matches the color scheme for Zapdos, I just noticed. Both black and yellow. Same with Electabuzz. I guess both of these may have been designed pretty early on, like when they were thinking of the concepts of Pokemon and they figured we're gonna have electric type in the game. I feel like Electabuzz was probably the first one they came up with, but Zapdos was probably not that much after, with how its wings are literally just lightning bolts. I don't know, like its whole design being black and yellow too. It just screams electricity. But there we go, we have caught the Zapdos. Wasn't really all that challenging. We're gonna get quite a lot of level ups from that. I wish Petrie would have been alive to see it and gain that experience, but you know, such is the way with our little Petrie, it seems. At least so far, but I'll be better, don't worry. Here's Zapdos though. The electric Pokemon. This legendary bird is said to appear when the sky turns dark and lightning showers down. So maybe that's where it gets the darkness in its color scheme too. For the night is dark and full of terrors, and also thunderbirds. Darwin, what's going on, dude? Seems we're still awestruck. I can't believe what just happened. I can't believe it either, man. We've got 2 legendary birds down and 1 more to go. Of course, that is going to be Moltres. And if you guys remember the last episode, we actually got a little sneak preview of where Moltres is actually located. So we're going to play with Darwin one more time, even though we don't actually want to play. But whoa, that is really close there, Darwin. You know, might as well give you a little pet since you came so close here. Seems like you wanted a little something. Oh, was that a high five? How do I do that again? High five! Oh, this is so cute. It's been a while since we did this. I forgot it was a thing, but yeah. There we go, Darwin. Let's get to what we actually wanted to do now, though. The Sky Dash. And all the way over at the Pokemon League, or Indigo Plateau, is the Victory Road, which we can't fly to, but thankfully we've been to Indigo Plateau before, so let's fly on over there and head to the Victory Road, where we can find our friend Moltres. Man, Aerodactyl looked really powerful there, so close up with the Pokemon League behind him, but yeah, we're gonna go all the way back into the Victory Road. And I actually don't remember exactly where the Moltres was located, but I do remember how annoying it is to navigate around here with Aerodactyl. I didn't even mean to go down those stairs, but let's have a Nagini come out for a little bit, since it makes it easier to actually get around here. And I believe we gotta get over here. I know it was somewhere on this floor, but I don't remember how we actually got to it. Now, if I remember correctly, it was all the way past the Officer Jenny, which should be right here. Yep, there she is. So maybe down these stairs here, I think was the correct way. Yeah, it seems Darwin is getting nervous already, and we can see the shadow there. So let's shake it up and see what's going on. Darwin, you feeling the tension? Yeah, of course. It's the same thing every time, because we do have a legendary Pokemon right in front of us. And the final legendary bird is going to be the fire type Moltres. Let's do it. Whew, that is some heat right there. Moltres got really close to us that time. And now we get to challenge the flaming bird. Moltres has appeared. This is actually my second favorite. I mean, I don't know, it's actually probably tied between Articuno and Moltres, but I have always liked fire type more than ice, I guess, so Moltres is probably my second, Articuno third, but I just feel bad because I do like Articuno a lot, and it feels bad to have to say that he's my least favorite because I do like all of them, but either way, gonna raise its speed sharply there. I don't really care, we're just gonna keep on double edging because we really don't have any other Pokemon that can take on Moltres all that well. Wait a second, we had Dasani. Why didn't I just go for Hydro Pump? Oh well, Darwin gets the critical hit because he loves us so much, and Moltres goes down. Whoa, couldn't even see its head there, it was so big, but there it is in all of its glory. you really gotta wonder how Moltres doesn't cook itself alive. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I think Moltres would be tasty or anything, but it's literally a giant chicken on fire. Like, it's making me kinda hungry right now. Maybe that's messed up to think, but oh man, almost caught it on the first try there, but not quite. Maybe the second time's the charm. I probably just jinxed it by saying that, but I don't know. There it is, busting out. What a shame. At least it's not too difficult to actually hit our Ultra Balls against it, like it was with Zapdos, but I'm actually wondering if these birds can run away from us. Like, so far we haven't really been doing too hot with catching them, I feel like, but none of them have run away so far, so can they actually run away? I mean, it would be really lame if they did, because they're legendary Pokemon, and it would probably make sense for you to save the game then, before attempting to catch them, but I didn't save the game, so hopefully we get to catch it here, as we got 3 shakes, and no! Moltres, please, it was so close, like, oh, the Phoenix does not want to stay in the ball right now, and oh, that ball didn't even go anywhere near the Phoenix, so I don't know about that one, but maybe this could be it, as we had a bit of a flick there. Nope. Okay. The technique with which you throw the ball doesn't really matter here. I just wanted to catch. Oh boy. I'm getting pretty hungry now too. Maybe that's what's distracting me from catching Moltres. I'm also getting really nervous that it's actually going to run away. Like, I don't know if it can, but I wouldn't want to find out either. So please, Moltres, just stay in the ball. Let me give you one more golden raspberry, you know. We've given you quite a couple of them, so please, no! I felt that it was about to run away. I felt it. Oh my gosh. Please just catch. No, 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 no. Oh, is it about to happen? Wait, it's not running away. Maybe I was just tripping. Alright, hopefully I was just tripping because my heart skipped a beat. Like, I thought it was done, but felt like we had it there. We clearly do not. Moltres, please just stop it. Get a nice catch there. Can we get the nice capture, though? Probably not. Okay. Well, somehow it's not running away, even though I just missed like 5 balls in a row. So I think we're safe as far as that goes. But what? We did it! Okay. We're actually safe now. Oh, my hands were starting to sweat, dude. Like, I really thought it was over for us, but finally, we got Moltres registered in the Pokédex, the Flame Pokemon. As it flaps its flaming wings, even the night sky will turn red. Man, that sounds awesome. I wonder if people used to think Moltres was like a dragon back in the day or something, when they'd spot it flying across the sky. I'm not having it right now, Rhyhorn. Let's check on Darwin one last time, though, who seems pretty cheered up there, staring at the ball with joy in its eyes, as we finally caught all 3 legendary birds. So let's actually check up on them real quick. Here it is, Articuno. We got a quiet nature on it, which is not really great, but, you know, I guess it's not terrible either. And if we get past all of these Pokemon that we caught today, we can see a Zapdos there with a neutral nature, and Moltres also neutral nature. Okay. You can also check out the moves that they've got when you catch them there. I think they all have a flying move, and of course a move of their own typing, so fire, ice, electric. But that is going to do it for today, guys. The legendary bird hunt is over, but the hunt for Pokemon is not quite done. So next episode, we will be taking on the Pokemon League, the Elite Four, and perhaps even the champion himself. We've got a little bit more training to do, so in between episodes, I'm going to check out all of our TMs, make sure our Pokemon are in tip-top shape and ready to take on that final challenge. But until then, that is going to do it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.